Dudes, Tunes,
and Brews.
and Brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listen to tunes.
Drinking some brews.
Drinking some brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews. Hey, it's live now.
Oh, my soul, you're my playground, love. Yet my hands are shaking. I feel my body remain. Times don't matter. I'm on fire on your playground. You're the piece of flashes on my soul. Extra time on the ground, on your playground.
That was very nice. That deserves a beer. Why don't you come in this chair here and have a beer with us?
That was the stylings of Corey Vandegriff in the background there.
Vandegriff.
An original
Vandegriff.
titled.
No, that's not original. That's from the band Air.
Oh, that's an air track.
Actually, the band Phoenix helped write that song too. If you know
Wow. I love Phoenix. Now, if
French band.
that doesn't speak English but translates their music into literal English translations.
Yeah.
I believe what happens is they write their songs in French, and instead of translating them into,
That makes sense.
they do literal
Yeah.
English translations. So, you know how that kind of gets lost in translation
Right.
at certain times.
Well, fuck it. It's late. It's warm. We got a fire. We got this guy. Let's crack those brews.
Where are we? Where's this? What is this?
Dudes,
Tunes and Brews. All right. Yeah, it's a hot summer day. Harlos has worked all day. He's a little bit thirsty.
A little bit.
And then we got a Corey Vandegriff here who's
Tad bit thirsty as well.
tad but thirsty as well. Well, what are we drinking tonight? Some Miller Genuine
Miller
Draft?
Genuine Draft.
Is this
Elysian Space Dust IPA.
nice? Is this a DTB first?
No,
On the
we
FTP?
had this in the first season.
All right.
And I brought a couple for you guys to try.
Oh, nice.
Ciders that it's my favorite. So we'll break
Cool.
those out. at
That's
some point.
awesome. We got a full night tonight. So let's get started and
Crack
crack
those
those brews. Let's get a little Corona
Cheers,
free
McGee's.
cheers in there. Yeah. I'm going to be putting mine in this patented Dudes, Tunes, and Brews mug.
Me too.
And I'll be putting mine in this patented Corey Belly.
Yeah, nice work.
Corey Belly, is that Italian?
Yeah. It's
Corey Belly.
sounds delicious.
Sounds like some kind of little
Start my own
sounds like a
restaurant.
little organ.
Yeah. What are you playing over there at Corey Belly?
Oh, nice. Can you turn it up to 11? Very nice, very nice. So it's a summertime episode here. We're sitting around the fire,
Yep, definitely
having
sitting
some
around a
brews.
Summertime. And we can see.
fire. Summertime and the Miller is free.
Yeah, I'm just pouring it all over my pants. I am not driving home tonight, thank goodness. So if we get pulled over, I'll just get a PI.
Is it okay to set this on the ground right here? Is that
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
My
so-
ground
yeah.
hates it, but I
that
don't care
guitar,
what my ground thinks.
Yeah, screw the ground. What does the ground do for me?
I don't know, man.
Nothing.
It's always there.
Yeah, it's there when you need it most, when things start
Right.
spinning out of control.
Definitely.
But yeah, that guitar right there is actually a Johnny Ping purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Ping is a big fan, he's a fan, but he's a friend of the show.
Right on.
He's part of the band Midwest Contraband. We have to speak
I
of
like
them and Ping at least once per episode.
Got a good full body sound to
Per
it.
episode.
Yeah, no, it's the first time I'd ever heard of
Yeah.
a jumbo body before. I didn't know much about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to have a Jumbo Alvarez that I love. Looked damn near identical to that one. Love that guitar. I sold it or traded it one. You know how gear goes.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like nice T-shirts.
Kind
If
of.
only you could have all of them that you've ever owned, you'd have a hell of a stash.
The guitar I have right now is it's a Fender acoustic electric, and I named it Jolene because it has this like cowboy girl with a lasso on it, and it was just weird because like the dude that sold it to me, his name is Joel, and I didn't even know his name was Joel.
Oh,
like
shit,
after
dude.
I named it. But it was weird. Like I walked into the store, and like the first guitar I looked at, it just jumped out at me, and I just said, "All right, I'm gonna check this one out." And then just as soon as I strummed it once, I was like, "This is it."
That's
So
funny.
it's a Jolene brand guitar?
No, I just named it Jolene.
Oh, you named it
I
Jolene.
named the girl Jolene on the guitar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's how I got my my Martin acoustic. My guitar was stolen.
Just called out to you.
Right, I went in the room and it's hanging there. I played one chord and I said, "That's the one."
Yeah.
What was the chord you played?
E minor.
Dude, you knew by an E minor.
Hey,
That's great. That's how you know you're freaking guitar.
full body
I
sound.
went with the C for Corey.
Nice. That's the one, bro.
Could have played the H chord. That's kind of pretentious.
I
The
played
H
an
chord.
F sharp minor because you're flipping people off when you're doing it. I love that.
I like to play
Yeah, I
the,
guess if you're not, you
play the
technically
X
you're
chord a
not.
lot. It's a jazz chord. You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, you use your toes on that one.
Yeah.
God, you could put me in
You
my
use your
place.
toes. Sometimes when I hear dogs barking, I like to go with the male with no pants on, just to see what they got to say.
I wish I could play the whole fucking thing proper.
Oh, that's great. So we need to play some. We're gonna play some of your music here in a little bit.
Yep. Sure.
We'll actually add some of it into it during post to tell the people at home how we do these things. It's a new thing.
Did you
we
work at the
started.
post office?
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna mail it to them.
Right.
We're actually gonna mail copies of your album to listen to while
I
watching
have an
this
album,
episode.
but we'll figure that out later.
That'd be great, actually. Yeah, turn this on while you're listening to the Dudes.
There you go.
That's the way to have a soundtrack for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know a lot of your format is on your phone. That's
Literally all on my phone.
Yeah, so that's what
Right.
we were playing.
I
with earlier.
record everything on GarageBand on my iPhone.
And some of the stuff you do on GarageBand still blows my mind. Like I can't even believe you can get that much sound.
It's weird. Like I like the sound quality of it. Like once you, I don't know. It took me a while to learn how to like use it because I would like for a while I would sing too close to the microphone, and it would just get out of control. And so then I realized that shit, I can set this 6 feet away and it sounds even better.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not only picking up your voice
Yeah.
that comes at it; it's all the echoes and
It's just-
reverberation.
Most of the time I've done my recording in like my parents' basement or like a room next to somebody else that's sleeping, so I have all this background noise that I have to try
Oh,
to
that's
contend
great.
with.
Well, there's one
In the
track
middle
where
of
you
the
actually, there's one track where you he'd shown me earlier that actually has kids on a playground toward the end of it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So-
I just added it. Like for some reason, it just sounded right. The way the song was written, it's it's about
Speaking
younger
of obvious.
people, not knowing what they're doing, acting like kids in a relationship, and then I added this little playground noise in the background at the end of the song, and then at the very end of the song, there's like somebody rings like the flagpole, and it's like ding, 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 and it's like I did it totally by accident because I would just held my phone up to the TV, on like a YouTube ambient sound of kids playing, at a park, and it just so happened that first time I recorded it, the bell landed right at the end of the song, and I'm like, that's just made.
That's amazing, dude.
Perfect.
Yeah, you
I've
gotta
always.
love that.
Technology's great now. If we had the
Yeah.
shit that we have now
We were just talking about
15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Can you imagine where we'd be?
Yeah, could you imagine if we had this when we were in bands in high school?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just the idea of even getting that song captured, let alone
Right.
with a decent quality.
Well, plus, like when you're in high school, you have access to all those instruments in class.
And
You
time.
can just go into the
Right.
studio
And
anytime for free and just record on your phone.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's strict. I mean, being creative as a kid and a teenager, it's just open-ended because people are like, oh, you're in a band? Cool. You never hear anything about it. When you're as an adult, you're like, I got to work 40 hours and be in a band.
Right.
I remember when I was in band class in 7th grade, and I played drums for his band, and I brought our demo CD into class, and I played it for the whole class.
Oh, that's so awesome, dude.
And I played that song Chocolate River about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That was a freaking blast.
It was so much fun.
We took the part of the movie where he's on the Chocolate River. There's no earthly way of knowing
It was just
which
interesting,
direction
you know.
we are going.
I mean,
And we made a whole song off of it and whatnot. That recording process was great because we had recorded an entire album, like 8 tracks, in one day. But we did a full freaking day.
we wrote 14 songs in 2 weeks because, like, when you guys asked me to be your drummer, you said we got a show,
Yeah.
so I showed up for practice, and you said we don't have any songs written, and I'm like, how would you have a show
2 weeks.
if you
We
don't
had
have
14
any
days.
songs?
That's the Frohmann method.
And it was great because, like, you know, that song "Fun Buns" that we did, like, just blew my mind.
They're big and round and all around. Lots of fun for you and me.
It was just
Writing
ridiculous.
some pretty heavy lyrics.
Right, profound.
Yeah, profound in the freshman year of high school.
We played the first and only show at Center Grove High School that any band has ever done, and within 5 songs we got kicked out
Because a mosh pit broke out.
mosh pit,
Oh.
But
crowd surfing.
The
Like,
stage was a bunch of tables.
yeah, they had a
Folding
bullshit
tables,
stage.
dude. Like if anybody that was like safety at all had come
Yeah.
in there,
Right.
they would shut it down immediately. It was the very first show. It was the most extreme experience of my life at that point. My very first show. I think I was 15.
And then you tried to make me play a Pennywise song that I had never heard before.
That was a good song, Alien.
And that's when it got broken up. Like, we were like got a third of the way into the song, and I had never even heard the song. And then they broke it up, and I was like, thank God. I have no idea where the song is going. Like, just legitimately.
Hey, dude, it's like a jam band at that point. They were
Oh,
like
yeah.
punk rock.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. That was good times, man. My favorite part of all that though was when we recorded. We recorded in this guy's basement,
Yeah.
and we were the first time doing the booths. The very first time I'd ever been isolated and doing the whole thing. And then
Me too.
we actually recorded it on. He recorded it all digitally, and then he transferred it to an SHS, which is like a VHS, but it's sound
Right.
instead of video. And I thought that was the coolest.
You could
thing.
use VHS because when we went to a little studio, the guy kept asking us to supply our own DAT tapes, and he just wanted to go to the dollar store and buy some VHS tapes.
That's incredible. I never would have thought to use that format, but must be enough information on there to do what you got to do.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it myself.
It worked out really well. I've actually revisited the album recently, and it's pretty solid in terms of what they had, what we were doing. I think we spent like $200. You got a full 8-track EP that we put out, which, yeah. Enough about that, though. I mean, I know we've reminisced. It's interesting because I feel like the last few shows it's been about not only the guest, but it's been about like what we've thrown on the table as well, with our past experiences and our music and whatnot.
Talk about what you know.
Yeah, it's great. It really is, because I think that we're still part of a scene that is there but isn't necessarily known, except for the people that are involved in it. You know, it's pretty interesting to see how there are a lot of creative minds that have actually had a chance to mingle and do certain projects, and then as we progress on in our lives, we still keep in contact. It's
Right.
pretty awesome.
Right.
One of the songs I want to play for you later, I wrote for our buddy Nick Jewell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to play now? We could actually put your phone right here. We got the microphone. I think it'll pick up pretty well.
Sure. If you want to play that song I showed you earlier today.
Yeah, we can do that, and then we could even, if you want to pull out a few songs to play now, we can. I know that later on we're going to do our after hours. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that because we're going to actually have you on the sound recorder,
Mhm.
and hopefully it'll have a pretty good quality.
Yeah.
And still experiment.
How did you want to do it? Did you want to?
Just turn it on, put it here, and then kind of get an idea of what it sounds like. I'm going to go on the channels here and check our live.
Yeah, because I really wanted to show people that one, that first song I played for you today. I don't know. I played like 8 of them for you earlier. So.
Oh yeah, dude, the hell of a catalog. Let's see.
Oh yeah, one more drink's not gonna hurt me. What the fuck?
The Oscar winners give a press conference and how to buy a sailboat as prime news.
I'm on it.
What's wrong?
All the sex and violence on the screen has gone too far for me. I'm fed up with it. Filmmakers like George Romero and John Carpenter have to show some restraint. They're simply... You're filled with lightning when you hit the road.
Boobs. All right, boobs again.
Hey, what's wrong, baby?
Got an early start, all the yard work's done. Think I've earned this. Oh yeah. Ah, victory.
Let's see here. Sound pretty good. We're on a delay right there for the people at home. We can test what's going on.
Nice.
We can have our alarms go off.
There you go. Must be 8 o'clock. Or
Yeah.
8:30.
It is 8:13.
Ah.
Hey everybody.
It's an odd time for an alarm.
Oh, I was working third shift, so I had to get ready for work around that time period.
Gotcha.
So do you think it'll sound okay with just me playing it through my phone?
Yeah, the mics are picking up right here. You just set it right here. And, yeah, trust me. We've done some pretty interesting stuff, like phone calls and stuff. Yeah. So this is Corey Vandegriff. We're attempting him playing through his phone, through these lapel mics. Let us know at home how it sounds. Yeah, this is great. So tell us a little bit about this track.
I wrote this on house arrest, and I was just kind of looking back at my life and how I kind of fucked it up, and the wreckage of my life, you know, and all the things I had to atone for, and build back trust in my family and everything, and it just kind of, I don't know, it was a bit of a sad time, so like one of my saddest times, but
All right. You know what? The fact that you had something productive come from it is the beautiful thing about sometimes the struggle makes it worth it.
I'd like for people to, like, it's hard to hear the lyrics when you listen to it, but I'd like to maybe put them written out on something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we can put any information we need to. It's an open forum.
Basically, we can do whatever the hell we want.
Do whatever you want. We own it. We do it. It's the people. Which, you know what? Shout out to the people to getting us to 100 subscribers on the YouTubes. We're actually at 103.
I saw that.
We were at 102. I was showing him a few things on the YouTube, and then boom, 103.
Nice.
So that makes up. We actually got to 100, and then went back to 99 for a second.
Yeah, I think some jerk pulled out and tried to steal our thunder.
Yeah. So whoever you are, you know who you are, or you don't, because you ain't watching our stuff anymore.
Who cares?
You know what? It's okay. We respect you.
It's your right.
You're right. It's your right to DTV or don't.
DTV or don't. Big teacher.
DTV or don't.
There you go.
That's actually fact.
Down to bone. Oh, wait, no, it's too
Well,
Hey, it's in.
yeah.
Just
We'll endorse either.
yeah, right. You know, like I say, we're just a couple dudes, drink some tunes. Oh, wait,
Drink some tunes.
eat some brews. Wait, whatever it is. You know, do tunes and
We'll figure it out in the end.
It's been 2 years. We'll figure it out.
yeah. What do we do? As long as there's a cold beer, a hot brisket, and a lovely good woman.
That's all you need.
Hot brisket, cold beer.
I just got done working at City Club.
Can't be a good brisket.
What about the burnt ends? I know you like them.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
You like shit that's like charcoal black, like fucking. Don't you like the burnt wieners?
Wieners are supposed to be burnt.
Okay, right there. You like charcoal flavored
Okay.
Burnt
meats.
bacon?
Yeah. Oh, you like burnt bacon?
I don't like powdery bacon. Like it
No, not
crumbles.
powder, just like, you know, well
Little,
done.
yeah, we got a little char around the edges. That's how
I like bacon a little bit chewy. It's a fine
Yeah.
line when you're cooking it.
The best bacon I've ever had is on the George Foreman.
George Foreman grill makes some good shit.
I've
It
never
really
tried one.
does, dude. It's the most underrated.
I picked one up from
It's like a panini press, but like it's for
Yeah,
Right.
that's
everything.
exactly what it is. And you can put frozen meat on there, and it'll cook it right through in minutes.
I've been we got one a couple years ago, and I was obsessed with making these big ass like grilled cheese sandwiches.
Dude, I like Texas toast, or you
You know,
doing
like the big old like rye bread.
Oh,
You
yeah.
put like 4 slices of cheese and just let it go.
You ever put the thinnest layer of mayonnaise on the outside? You get that crispiness. It's amazing.
Yeah, use mayonnaise instead of butter.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
It actually works.
Yeah.
The mayonnaise is like a secret food that you put in so many things. Like, they use it in cakes and shit, dude.
Yep.
There's like a mayonnaise
Oh, I
cake.
know. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's amazing, and it's just like when people are like, oh, you know, it's
eggs.
fucking egg,
Yeah.
oil, and lemon juice.
My
Like, a little
dad
vinegar.
used to use mayonnaise in lieu of buttermilk on occasion to make biscuits.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. It's genius. You know? Buttermilk. What is buttermilk?
Buttermilk is
taint milk, tainted milk,
Yeah.
that.
One of
In all the
those?
right ways, though. It's the right
Right.
kind of tainted.
right kind of tainted.
Yeah, because you don't want to taint that cream with the wrong kind of materia. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
don't know,
Noam
but
Chomsky.
it keeps forever in the fridge though. Like screw the date. It stays like 3 weeks past.
Some stuff is weird, like sour cream. I know some people that pour the liquid off. I stir mine in.
Right. That's the whey protein or some shit.
Yeah, and then it's like if sour cream doesn't taste sour, if it just tastes bland, that's when they say it's done.
Same
Sour
with
cream
buttermilk.
is-
If it doesn't have that stink, it's no good.
Yeah.
It's a good additive, like to random things. Like I'll put like sour cream in ramen noodles, and it makes it creamy.
Oh, dude,
it's
genius!
super
Yeah,
good.
I do it
Like,
with a splash of milk.
That'd be real
Same
good
difference.
with the
Yeah.
creamy chicken ramen noodles.
Dude,
That's my favorite.
my oldest is been on a ramen noodle kick, but strictly on the chicken and beef. And I'm like, I bought a couple creamy chicken to put in there to get it, you know. And so far, she hasn't tried them. She's still like, no,
The creamy chicken, once I made that leap, it's a little bit better than the regular
It's
chicken.
so
Yeah.
good, dude. It's like it thins out the saltiness.
In the wintertime, I eat tons of ramen noodles at work because we have a hot water dispenser and I can make them in like 3 minutes.
What are you gonna do? I mean, how can you really get? That's perfect.
Crackers with your ramen or no?
Oyster or the saltines.
Saltines. I'm saltines.
I like saltines too. I like that. I like crushing them. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
I like oysters. I like saltines, but like I don't know, just I like them to get soggy for some reason.
When are
Like, it's just
oysters?
weird.
Yeah, when are oysters best? Like a really good,
They're good in
Chili,
chicken noodle.
chili with oyster crackers.
I like them in chili. Any other soups?
You ever
I like
dipped a
saltines.
peanut butter sandwich in chili?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
dude.
I thought
Have
that
I
was
lived
weird.
life? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Lunch, like spaghetti chili.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that was weird for the longest time. Like
Yeah.
peanut butter with chili, that's weird. Then I actually tried it one
Peanut
day.
butter's weird on shit like burgers. Like Kuma's has like a peanut butter burger. Like
Really?
it's fucking phenomenal.
I always get the same thing. There.
When I was like 12, I discovered peanut butter and fried bologna. And it sounds crazy, but you got sweet and
good
salty
to me,
together.
yeah.
It's actually really good. Fried bologna.
Yeah,
I
fried
think,
bologna's
I think
best.
it's Giacomo's. They have like a peanut butter sauce they put on their pizza.
They have a pita bread pizza. What's it? Peanut butter and jelly.
I don't
Is that
know.
one? It's like a kid's pizza for like that they don't like.
Have you
pizza.
ever had their breakfast pizzas?
No.
Breakfast pizzas are the bomb.
It's like specialty.
Really?
Like it's like
What's this?
sausage gravy.
What? That's what I was
like
gonna ask.
a
What's the
scrambled egg,
Like a
sauce?
biscuit type.
Oh,
yeah,
my
biscuit
God.
dough.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's great.
That's good stuff.
Speedway has a good breakfast pizza
I had
sometimes.
biscuits and gravy for
Speedways.
breakfast today. I haven't had it in like 2 years. It was so good.
Homemade, scratch.
I went to a diner. Was it Lincoln Square?
Lincoln Square is good.
They got
Yeah.
good stuff.
Lincoln Square is very good. I think it's one that's owned by like a. I feel like the Greeks have kind of cornered.
Oh yeah, the breakfast eatery.
Yeah, real smart. So it's like almost if it's like a Greek establishment, I know it's going to be good and probably close by 3.
Yeah.
Which is like
and super packed on the weekend.
Yeah, like what? I think that they've got it figured out because that's the business model I'd like.
But
to
where else can you get a 6-egg omelet?
My place, but you know what? You better wake
Dude,
me up.
I saw something really
Before you
awesome
go,
on
go.
Instagram. It was this like egg spinner. Like you put like a raw egg in it, and it spins the shit out of it, and it creates a scrambled hard-boiled egg.
I saw that.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
yellow.
Yeah.
You
Isn't
spin
this-
it in the shell.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
That's
That
crazy,
did look cool.
dude. Would you need salt? You always need salt.
You know, I saw you
Little
could
stash.
you could make that yourself with like
Yeah.
a piece of cloth and a rubber band or some shit. I saw like one of them hacks.
He's doing
Yeah.
it and just splattering.
I'm really into pickling things take if you have a leftover jar, pickle juice, whatever, throw like onions and peppers in it.
Yeah.
I was just telling him earlier because I work for Jimmy John's and like I love their pickles, but I also love their hot peppers. So I was gonna bring them. I don't know. I didn't bring
Which
them.
I just found out they
But
had. I didn't know.
their hot peppers are my favorite, and so I take like whenever they dump out the juice for the hot peppers, I have them fill up like a thing of it, and then I chop out or I spear the pickles and I put it in the hot pepper juice and make hot pickles.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
You can't get that. You can't order that shit.
I like to pickle my nose on occasion.
Oh, what do you do?
mean?
Just like douche it?
Pick your nose.
Oh,
pickle
I'm
joke.
sorry.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
joke.
When I hear pickles, I think of
We've been pulling out the dad jokes all
vinegar,
day.
salt, and
Well,
water.
I mean, are you dad?
I feel like it sometimes. I
Good enough.
helped raise my nephew for like the first 4 years of his life, and I got a roommate right now with this kid. He's 6 years old. He's autistic. He's like the sweetest little kid in the world. I mean, just I love him, but dude, he's a lot to handle.
Oh, dude, it's like
But I love it, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Well,
It's
that's
just-
what I say about fatherhood. I mean,
Yeah.
kids are a pain in the ass, but
Yeah.
one day they'll mow my grass.
There you go.
damn right.
That rhymed, unintentional.
You know what? That did rhyme. By God.
You're a poet and you didn't even realize it.
I think we could say that some way, some other way. I'm
Yeah,
a poet and I didn't know it till now.
yeah. You're a poet and you didn't blow it.
Yeah.
I think we're all.
Yeah,
Round of applause for everybody.
Edgar Allan, Poet Society.
I think it's about time for another one of these.
Oh, let's see what we got. Are we gonna try one of those, or do
Oh.
we got several brews tonight?
Several.
So here's
These
what
are
we're gonna
ice
do.
cold. That's all.
Okay, we got what I was gonna start out with, which is a campfire special.
Where are those ciders?
I got these High Life
Oh.
32 ounces,
Beauties.
and then we've also got a full bag of ciders.
So the cider is my favorite. It's made by Oliver Winery. It's a bean blossom cider. They have a peach one. I've only got one of them because that was the last one they had in the store, and it's just incredible. Like if you're into ciders, you'll like it.
I'm indecisive sometimes.
It's the best cider I've had. I mean, it's like $5 a bottle. You know what I mean? So like they're real legit. But
Look at this, dude. He's got his own little craft pack here.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
say there's the peach one you would like
the
to try?
peach one, I would love for everybody to try.
Well,
sounds
we'll
I'll
share
take
it.
the third it out.
But then, we got one of these for each of us.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, so I figured we.
And this is the Bean Blossom
Yeah.
original hard cider.
You want to put these on ice for a minute?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
we
put
can
them in the
split that
freezer
one.
earlier, and but they should still be pretty cold.
Yeah, let's go with
Do what
this
you do.
peach. And then we will try one of those. I also have
see that, but
a Game of Thrones brew, which we
I
may
would
or
like
may
to
not.
try.
Okay, then
Yeah.
we will get to.
All right.
Before we crack this brew, would you like to set up another song while we were getting this together?
sure. Not sure what you want me. Should I play
Not
it?
another track you want to play? Or you want to go live, or you
Or,
want to play?
yeah,
it
we'll
while
do
you're
the
phone?
live stuff later. I can just play something else on my
It
phone.
sounded
some more
fantastic on the
Some more
live
ambient
feed.
fun stuff.
I've got this dog tag bottle opener here that I found in my.
Nice.
You like that?
I like that.
Okay, cool. I was gonna wear a white T-shirt and some khakis, but I didn't want to misrepresent because I did not serve. But I was in a dance competition.
Hey, sometimes you got to bring it.
It's been brought in.
Well, every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you'll go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show that you go on. Well, near or far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. And once more, you've opened the door lifetime. Never let it go till we're gone. Love is when I loved you one time, then he'll hold you. And my life will always go on. Well, near or far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. And once more, you've opened the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on.
Should I play that one with the ukulele earlier?
Dude, yes.
You like that one?
I have yet to not like any track you've shown me as of yet.
I like the first one.
You're the worst because you just keep showing me things that are great. So like I got to keep acting like it's not like it's like if you keep throwing 11s at me, bro, I can't act like it's a 10. Now it's called which famous East Coast rapper? No, I'm just kidding. Which famous rapper in general would you like a coloring page from? We have Eazy-E. We also have Notorious B.I.G. That's why it's not East Coast. Oh, wait, that'd be East Coast. That would be West Coast. So, yeah. New York.
You get your coast mixed up.
Master P, which is Southern hip-hop. It's more like Louisiana, right? That kind of area.
No idea.
Now, this is one I've never heard of before. Big L. Who's Big L?
Big Lonnie?
We're going to have to research that
Larry?
one. I'm actually going to put that one on the side. Of course, we have Dr. Dre, who is obviously a vampire. He's like... He looks younger now than he did in '89.
Yeah, you're right.
Eazy-E, which is a reverse vampire because he's been dead since like '93.
At the end of this, we need to play a little game called Count the Mosquito Bites.
Count the mosquito bites.
Yeah, the mosquitoes are kind of getting bad this year.
It's not too bad, though.
We also have Tupac.
At least you got long pants.
Tupac is in,
I made that choice, yeah, on purpose. I'm like, yeah, we're going to
Tupac.
meet by a campfire.
He's not in portrait. He's actually in landscape.
Yeah, I see that.
So he's a little different from us. And then, what do you think? What would you like?
What are we doing with these?
It's a gift. It's a new thing that we're gonna start giving our. I've been planning on doing this all
I'll
season
call
3.
out Tupac if you want to.
Tupac?
Give me that.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely.
If I get first choice.
But before you get this, you have to. There's a few things here. First of all, this does not look like Tupac.
It looks like Tupac.
I think Tupac was a little less rugged.
Yeah, he's got more of a Mr. Clean vibe.
Yeah, he looks a little rougher there. Like I don't know. That's not the Tupac I know. I think he was a little more. He had more of a sparkle to him. But what's your favorite Tupac movie?
My favorite Tupac movie. Let's see. I will answer that question by saying I don't know what movies he's been in.
You've never seen any Tupac movies? I really like Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice?
It's he and Janet Jackson. There's this really funny moment that I'll never forget where they go to this barbecue and it's the Johnson family and they go and pretend that they're part of the Johnson family. And he's like, they're playing this whole like, yeah, I'm so-and-so's cousin and this and that shit. It's a great scene. So if I could, if you ever get a chance to see it, maybe I'll YouTube it and send it to you later. You know,
all right.
excite me.
Cool.
But yeah,
I'll look out for that.
he wasn't a bad actor though. I think Tupac was definitely.
He's a very
an
enlightened
artist.
person. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
when you see his interviews, like you just
Right.
like really okay. Well, apparently they assassinated this guy. But, like,
Dude.
Like
Wrong time for him in some
Yeah.
ways. Like he obviously is a perfect time for him because he was a superstar, but in terms of the environment that he was a part of, it's kind of rough. He was actually he went to like art school and all kinds of stuff. He was a poet. He was like the real deal, but
for sure
caught up in the life, unfortunately. So yeah, if you a few Tupac movies. My brother was a huge Tupac fan when I was a kid. He was about 6 years older than me. So even as a kid, when I wasn't into that kind of stuff, I still was influenced by it. It was interesting to, to have some of that around me. And that was a good. Poetic Justice was good, and then I really don't know any other Tupac movies, so maybe that's why it's my favorite one.
Probably.
That one, and he was in a movie called Juice, where there's like a gun.
I
And
do
they were like
remember that.
shooting
I
each
think I
other and
remember
shit
that,
with it. Yeah, that one I remember coming out.
I do remember that one.
Those are pretty good.
Right on.
Yeah. So my cup is empty.
Mine's about to be that peach bean blossom. Let me see that bottle, please.
It's good.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
It's. I mean, I've tried a lot of different cider beers, and like that's absolute favorite.
Handmade Oliver Bean Blossom Hard Cider. Apple wine with natural flavors.
Yeah. It's
Wow, it's an apple wine with peach in it.
8.3%. Damn.
yeah.
Well, wine
It'll
is
get you drunk.
Wine don't play, dude. That's the thing about it. That's actually a
You'll
low.
be fucking fat bitches in no time. Sorry, that's
It's
probably
Friday.
shouldn't say stuff like that.
Fat Friday. We create our peach hard cider with a unique
Samuel
blend
Jackson,
of Midwestern
bitch.
apples and the finest natural flavors. Slow, cool fermentation gives us a cider that is delicious, bright as the noonday sun, and magical.
I think you can only find it at Kroger, to be honest.
You can go to Oliver.
Oh, I'm sure you can go to Oliver and get it, but like, I mean, I'm not going there.
You don't ride your bike down there?
I ride a bicycle.
By the time you get to Barnesville, it's all downhill from there, bro.
Going south is such a boring drive. I couldn't imagine riding a bike.
I remember
It wouldn't be boring, I guarantee that.
biking down to
On the
Columbus,
highway.
Indiana, and I took the back roads, and I saw a sign that said Bean Blossom, and then I knew that I had a long way to go before I was.
Yeah, because Bean Blossom, don't they have a huge biker fest there?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 3-day
Which was
festival.
Bluegrass Festival.
Yeah.
Is that entwined with
I
it?
have no idea.
I know they had a really badass vet down there at one
I was gonna say I heard they got a veterinarian that
I think he may have died.
a guy I work with. He used to go to them all the time. As far as I know.
Yeah, it was pretty. He actually helped my dog with parvo live, and then they killed her about a year later by putting her to sleep.
Yeah, how'd they do that? Did they just
Use
make
it.
her, listen to some Dudes, Tunes, and Brews?
She listened to the first 3 episodes.
There are
Sorry,
several
that was a
episodes.
horrible-
No.
Is
There are
that-
several episodes that are not worth watching. But
We still make an effort with it.
I mean,
though.
it's like kids. You like some better than others.
Do you ever go back and watch the episodes?
On occasion.
There's a few golden ones.
I don't do it very often.
If I can break it down by the what are we at now? How many actual episodes?
Let's see. The first season was like 37 episodes.
Yeah, first season
Yeah.
was nuts, dude.
The second
Like
season was
Johnny
like
Depp. He doesn't watch
8.
he doesn't watch any of his movies apparently.
I guess a lot of actors don't.
we're probably like 50 episodes in by now. Total.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I would say
Season 2 was a very slow season. There was shit going on both sides. It was hard to make time for it.
I'd say there's a solid 18 really solid episodes.
Okay. I know there's at least 50 hours worth of episodes.
120 plus videos, or
Yeah.
skits and everything on the YouTube.
Skits, reviews, segments, music.
I love it though because I go back and I watch behind the scenes on like movies and TV shows and stuff. Dude, you think that your 2-hour movie is all that was filmed?
Right.
There's like 80 hours of film, and then they get 2
So much.
hours of it. Yeah. So I mean, what we've been doing is pretty phenomenal. It's really come down to the editing.
Right.
Who's willing to go and trim the fat, pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've kind of been trading off.
Oh no,
Editing's
we
a
went
hard
great
thing to
way.
do. You know,
It
what I mean?
is.
Like when I used to ride for a skate shop, you know what I mean? We'd film videos, and the editing was the hardest part. Like, I mean, you think landing the trick is hard. Try matching up every single thing that the person does along with a song. Like,
Right.
It takes
forever. Earlier this week, me and this guy got together and we did some footage out here, and we turned it into an episode. We had 2 different cameras, like 3 different shots and shit, and I took it upon myself to edit it down. For a 42-minute episode that I have made, I edited it for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anything really intricate I did with it. It was just
clean the scene.
You just have to clean it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're a handyman though. You know how to like, oh shit, I got this. How am I going to create this from this
Right.
room to this room? Okay, I'm going to seam it out somehow. You know, it just goes to show that being an artist isn't necessarily creating the content; it's creating the content.
right, which is what I've always tried to avoid.
But you can't. But you can't always show up and just start playing.
Right.
Okay, is that like a wet dream? Are you goddamn right? But I'm always telling the sound guy what to do. In reality, I should be the one at the board. And I don't say that just as cocky. I say that as somebody that actually gives a fuck about who the. Can you hear the vocalist?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do this, you know. And it's the vocalist's job to know the dynamics of their sound curtain on
Right.
how much distance they should
Right.
be. There's a lot involved with that, but you basically got to be like the guy at the board when you're recording the band. It's the same difference. You
My
wanna
dad's super good at that.
ride the ship, you know,
Yeah.
like keep. If you're gonna hit some waves, bring it down. All of a sudden, and you bring it down just so they
Right.
don't fucking
Right.
clip. Like there's so much
Is
involved.
your dad a musician or sound engineer?
Yeah, no, he's
Both.
he's played bass and sang in bands or since before I was born.
Bass player, eh?
Yeah, and he's a phenomenal bass player, phenomenal singer, really good at recording and anything sound, man. He can hear it. He's just got that ear.
What kind of bass does he play?
He's got a ton. He's got like 10 basses.
What's his favorite bass?
His favorite bass. Shit, dude, he's
I'm
got
technically a bass player, so this is.
He just bought like this electric acoustic upright bass that he's been
Nice.
working on, and like he's trying to learn upright, and like he's doing great with it. It's
That's
so
awesome.
good. Yeah,
I've always wanted one of those, but
his favorite bass player is Victor Wooten. It's
Oh,
probably
Oh, of
obviously-
course, dude. That's
That's
like
all everybody's.
Because
My
he's
favorite
good.
bass
He's-
player is Thundercat because like
he's good too.
He sounds a lot like Victor Wooten, but like I mean, yeah,
I don't
it's
really
hard.
have a
It's hard
favorite
for
bass
me to pick a favorite bass of his because he has so many. They all have girl names. You know?
I haven't named any of my instruments really.
I only named one. Yeah, that guitar I was talking
See,
about.
I think I named my Les Paul,
Yeah.
and that was it.
What'd you name it?
I feel like I named it Carol.
That doesn't feel
I
right.
feel like I named it Carol.
Well, this was back when the whole Walking Dead thing was going on, and I was like, "Yeah, Team Carol."
Carol.
You were a Walking Dead fanatic?
I was, and then like season 6, it was like, "Oh, they're following the same algorithm: zombies, safe place."
Did you
let's
watch
kill
it
some
after that
people."
when
No.
What, the Glenn thing or whatever?
no
I never watched
what's
a
his
single
name?
episode.
Negan?
Negan came in, and that was really good. Like I
I
loved
stopped I stopped at that season. I think that was into season
Negan
6.
kills it. Like I mean, like it's like a few seasons with him in it, and he's so good.
It's good they finally decided to quit following the algorithm.
Yeah.
Because like the prison season was the same as the farmhouse season, which
Yeah.
is the same as the other season.
As soon as they brought all the different communities together, like it just turned into a real world situation. What is really scary right now going on is that like I forget what state it's in right now, but this group of people have actually
Seattle.
taken over 6 blocks.
6 city blocks.
And my dad was texting me about it earlier today, and like he's like, "This is
Have they
insane."
had like shit going on off and on for years?
Well, it's like they're like anti this and that,
They're-
or whatever,
as far
and
as
then
I
they're
understand-
literally hypocritically like doing everything they said they were against.
They're extreme lefts,
Yeah.
and they're doing everything that they're talking the right's doing. They took over someone else's land and property. They said it's theirs. They're building walls. They're keeping armed guards. They're
Literally
muscling the
everything they
businesses
said
for
they're
protection.
against, and they're doing it.
paranoia, everybody's
Anyways,
coming to
before
get
we
me.
keep going down that alley, because we try to keep politics out
Oh,
of
it's not
ITV.
politics. It's just people are being
Yeah,
rereads.
I try not to talk about it. 'Cause
Right.
I've got so many different views on it. I don't believe a single one of them. I just know things that I've read. You know?
All I know
Same.
is I've read Chicken
You know.
Little and the sky is
All I know is I actually read stuff instead of regurgitating what my friends are saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So, on that note, what would you rate that Bean Blossom Peach cider on
Like
a
a
scale of 1 to 5 brews?
I'm gonna go. Oh well, let's have the guests do it
Yeah.
first. I know you brought it. What do you like?
For me, it's my favorite thing to drink right now. Like at this point, when it comes to ciders, I mean, like if you go with, I like IPAs.
I love IPAs.
But then again, I'll drink Hams and PBR all day.
Same.
Like, you know what I mean?
But when it's hot, I can't really get behind an IPA. Like when it's
it makes
like
you
hot,
tired.
It's,
Oh, it hit
you hard?
I think it makes me kind of
Frohmann knows where I
Does
come
it?
from here.
It depends on
when
it.
it's hot and shit. I like a nice lawn mowing beer.
That's been our judgment
Okay.
for a good light beer. Like
Yeah.
Cook's Light is one that we did for a long time. High Life is another good one.
Yeah.
They're refreshing.
Right.
Put a
I
little lime
usually go
in
with
it,
PBR.
PBR is great. I like
Six
it in a
pack of Tall
bottle.
Boys.
You like it in the cans?
Yeah.
I like them ice cold in the bottle.
I'm
but I'll
down
do a
with Tall
can.
Boys all
You
day
don't get
long.
them in the bottle too often.
No,
you know,
true.
PBRs. Like there's only a few places.
It's very
that sell
odd to
them.
find a
Yeah.
pack of bottles.
Yeah, my buddy brought one over like 2 nights ago, and I was like, "Damn, where'd you get that?" I'm like, "All right."
Do they still have the card deal on the cap?
I have no idea.
It's like a number in like clubs.
I don't know. I don't think.
I remember
don't
they
know.
used to
It's
do
been a
that
while. Yeah,
back in the day. That was a thing.
Kind of
That
like
was really
those
cool.
90s coffee cups
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, dude.
at the hospital.
At
Dude, the
hospital.
90s hospitals were the best.
They had Pepsi Clear. That's all I'm saying. Pepsi Clear.
I just remember the little like play areas because I was, in the 90s I was a
right
kid.
in the
you know
waiting
what I mean?
room.
Anywhere.
Got
Like,
those sticky blocks that slide on the rails.
they had the
Oh,
really
yeah.
shitty play area at Blockbuster Video. But you know, let's be for real. You
Blockbuster.
went to Blockbuster Video. If you spent less than 45 minutes, you weren't at Blockbuster Video, unless you knew exactly what the fuck you were getting.
We'd hardly rent. If we were into movies when I was a kid, we just like.
You went D-Rose probably, didn't you?
No,
In
well,
Franklin?
I got a funny story about D-Rose. No, we usually just went to Marsh or Kroger because they had the little movie.
Oh, I
rental
missed
thing.
that as a kid. Like they would have the VH. I mean, they would have like obviously it's VHS then, but they used to have the video game section. I remember.
Right.
Like, yeah. They had
But
the best
D
video games.
Rose, me and my buddy were in there one day, and they stopped us as we were leaving.
144 and
What is that?
Right there in Waverly.
Are you talking about Franklin?
Oh no! You're talking about Franklin.
Which one are you talking
His
about?
area he's talking about there is that marsh on 31, just north of 144.
It's like
Yeah, that's right.
It's urban air now, I believe.
It's awesome. Urban Air
But
rules. By the way.
D Rose stopped me and my buddy. We were like 13, 12 maybe. They stopped us as we were leaving, trying to leave, saying that we stole a VHS tape.
Oh shit!
Like they were so hung up on that we stole it that they called our parents. But the thing was, we never left the store.
So you can't steal if you don't leave.
I mean, no.
There's a threshold.
True.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on our person. So like, what the fuck? But they tried to say we stole a copy of Detroit Rock City on VHS.
Jesus,
I like
what
that
year was
movie.
that?
I
Like
did too.
1996.
Something like that, because Kiss had made the comeback
You're
around
like,
96.
so you're like 11 or 12 years old, getting
Something.
accused of Oh wow!
I hadn't even
Well, I
seen
know a thing or two about her. I know she'll only make you cry. She'll let you walk the streets beside her. Ow! But when she wants, she'll pass you by. Everybody says you're looking good, and the lady knows it's understood. Strutter.
I hadn't even seen the movie at that point.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's like, how can I steal your shit if I'm still in the store and I got nothing on me?
I've only seen that movie once.
I've seen it a few
Good
times.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to check that out because I've always liked Eddie Furlong. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He does good in it.
He's looking rough these days,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that security guard in there named Elvis, and like he was like the security guard of the school, and like they
Right.
chased him out of school when they tried to leave.
Speaking of thirsty, this guy.
No. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go with these big boys right now, or do we want to try the Game of Thrones?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, we got these other ciders on
I mean,
ice.
we're not hurting for brew.
We have more brews tonight than we've ever had on this show.
How do we work in taking a piss?
You just go
You just
for
say,
it.
"Hey, I
yeah,
gotta
we're
piss,"
just
and
hanging
we
out
go
right now.
piss.
Right on.
Like I said, the
And
people
we'll,
are at
we'll
home.
keep it going.
Yeah,
Fair
because
enough.
I mean, we don't even really know who's watching right now. We could get on there and you could
Looks-
maybe when
looks
you're
like one
pissing or taking a
person.
poo, you could get onto Facebook, go to the
Pissing or
Dudes,
taking a
Tunes, and
poo.
Brews,
Oh,
and
Facebook.
see what we're looking like right now. If you would like, maybe you want to play a song while you go and take a piss.
Sure.
We won't hear it, but that's fine.
Well, we won't hear it.
No.
We'll hear it.
I thought you
I'll
might
play a song
while
while
he's-
I'm in
Oh yeah, walk away.
Yeah.
Play a song while you're pissing.
Yeah, there you go. That'll
I've
fill
written some
time.
of my best material while I've been pissing.
Same.
I mean,
My hit song "Golden Showers."
Golden Slumbers was written by the Beatles, I think. Whenever
That was
he
actually
pissed a bit.
that was actually an old nursery rhyme.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I was in an antique store one day, and there was this framed picture with like this like hokey looking old like nursery rhyme like shit, and I was reading it because it was written in like Old English, and I was like, well, that's weird. Those are the lyrics to Golden
Oh
Slumbers.
no joke!
I gotta find
How
that.
cool is that?
I gotta find that song I wanted to show you earlier that I wrote a long time ago called "Nursery Rhyme for Atheists." And
That's beautiful.
it's for some reason every time I record a song in GarageBand on my phone, when I have to text it to myself, in order to save it, or else I can just email it to myself. But it comes up as a number instead of like the name, like for some reason. So
That's a pain in the
I'm
ass.
sitting there like I have to search through everything and go, okay, what number was that fucking song?
It's just like when you have a whole bunch of music on your
Yeah.
computer, and all of a sudden iTunes wants to take over, and it's like, we're going to turn it
Yeah.
all into FLAC files, and you're like,
maybe I'll go piss and try to find that song.
yeah, do that. Yeah, and just me and Harlos will hang out.
Old ass
I'll
song
put
from
some
like
wood on the fire.
7 years ago that I recorded. I'm just like kind of like, I think you might like it. Just
While you do
interesting lyrics.
that, sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna take a piss and I'm gonna look for it.
That's probably gonna smoke for a minute because I let it get a little too low. Ah, shit. Miller High Life, the beer for people who aren't pussies.
It's still raining up here. Everybody seems so far away from me. Everybody just wants to be free.
Shit. Woo! Woo!
It was a hot day today. What was it? The high today was what?
I have no idea.
83 or something?
I don't know.
It wasn't horrible, but it got to that point where anything more would have been a little bit.
I think I'm gonna drink another MGD.
Well, I would send one this way.
For shits and giggles. I mean, they're ice. These have been on ice since
Ice
5 o'clock.
cold. What am I upset about?
Since 5 o'clock.
No, please don't make me drink another one of these fine MGDs.
Do you taste the High Life resemblance? That was the reason I bought these, because I told you last time that MGD and High Life are the same recipe, just one's cold filtered.
Same formula.
Same look.
Blind taste test, I would say this would be like a Miller High Life in a can.
This,
versus in
okay,
a bottle.
so this one is the cold filtered.
Really?
This is the Coors Light of Miller Life.
So
Miller
when
High
they
Life.
filter it, what does the cold filtered portion mean?
I don't fucking know.
Because I know the difference between a...
We should ask Joe Wooten that.
Hey, we need to have that some snitch back on here, bro.
Some snitch.
You know, I can't say some bitch because his mom's awesome.
Well, hopefully that catches back on fire, because I did wait a little too long.
That log isn't on fire.
22%.
22% of my love.
Shit, I lost my lighter.
She just wants 22%. Oh, 22% of my love.
How did I lose my lighter?
Tonight I'm on Dudes and Brews.
Where's my lighter?
Get us on the pocket. No, I did not pocket your lighter. No, I did not pocket.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the streets where once was pity, Mr. Blue. Sky is living here today. Hey. Shit. My cat just got out. Hold on.
Oh, snap. For those of you at home, Carlos Santana's cat has escaped. This is neither comical nor beneficial to anyone. This cat has never seen a road before.
Damn, I don't know. I don't know, Harlos. You're a twin. I thought you would be used to that by now.
I should probably put my earbuds in.
Am I yelling at you? Can
No.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can hear myself.
Harlos!
Will you shut up and let me talk?
What are you drinking tonight?
Sierra Nevada?
I got this pack here of these Belgium beers, and one of them is Hoegaarden. Is that pronounced right? A hoe garden?
Who garden?
A what?
Who garden?
A garden of hoes? That's pretty interesting.
What am I even doing here?
Now, I've also got the blonde. We've never tried the Hefe blonde.
Previously on 24, Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
Feel my body
It was just weird because like the dude that sold it to me, his name is Joel, and I didn't even know his name was Joel.
Oh,
like
shit,
after
dude.
I named it.
Of course, we have Dr. Dre.
Into this, we need to play a little game called Count the Mosquito Bite.
My cup is empty.
I got a veterinarian that
I think he may have died.
It's my favorite thing to drink right now.
when it's hot and shit, I like a nice lawn mowing beer.
My buddy brought one over like 2 nights ago, and I was like, "Damn, where'd you get that?"
Pepsi flavor.
I just remember the little like play areas because I was, in the 90s, I was a
Right,
kid.
in the way.
They used to have the video game section, I remember.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Are you talking about Franklin?
Say we stole a copy of Detroit Rock City on VHS.
What are we going to do? Are we going to go with these big boys right now?
We have more brews tonight than we've ever had on this
How
show.
do you how do we work in taking a piss?
Play a song while you're pissing.
Yeah, there you go. These have been on ice since
Ice
5 o'clock.
cold. What am I up?
22%.
22% of my love.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. Shit. My cat just got out. Hold on.
Oh, snap.
Dudes.
Tunes
And bros.
and brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listen to tunes.
Drink some brews.
Drinking some brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drink some brews.
And drinking some brews.
Sunday, 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 one day only, get your face filled at the Johnson County Sandwich Swap Meet. See all your favorite meats in person. Pastrami, roast beef, salami, and making its triumphant return for the first time since 2012, thick cut bologna. Breadhead seats only $10. First 100 guests receive a free loaf of marbled rye. Come early and witness the spectacular, enormous sandwich stacking competition. 45 renowned sandwich artists from across the nation, locked inside a steel cage tag team match. Only one sandwich can be crowned Sandwich King. Tickets available at all minor retailers and Farmers Insurance offices. Come out and get your face filled. So, stop beating your meat and eat it.
If it was about motor, there's my lighter. That's weird.
It's gonna take me a minute to find all the shit.
Oh.
Hardtails for hard hearts.
We're back!
You know
WDTP!
that song I never showed you.
Oh, yeah. Whatever you want. And then at one point we're like, hey, we're going to retire LIU, and now we're LIU. E-L-I-U, like the IU.
You know what's funny? I just realized.
What's up?
That's a version of the song that I never finished.
Well,
you got like a SoundCloud or some shit? What kind of presence you got?
I don't have anything. I don't post anything online because I don't know. I'm worried about copyright stuff. Not that any of my shit's like that great. I just I'm hoping that maybe one day I can make an album with it, and I don't want somebody to
rip.
But
the thing is about copyright, we've had plenty of times where we're playing a local artist on our show, and it'll catch it as a copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Whether they have like a YouTube video or something
whether
like that.
they're actually on the show at that point.
Right. Yeah, it's huge. It's really strange. So there's a lot to be said with all that.
That's true.
Which we've discussed that in episodes ever.
We've discussed a whole lot of shit on this show.
It's been a good time. It's been pretty good.
A lot of good times, a lot of bad times.
A lot of stinky times.
But they were always
This guy
times.
showered.
I took a shower today.
I almost wore a tank top so we could do tank top talk.
I'm wearing a brand new tank top.
Yeah, it's pretty clean, bro.
Don't mess with my freedom.
I was going to wear a Toon Squad.
I was going to wear a tube top.
You won't.
Stop, dude. Yeah, you would.
I don't think I would wear a tube top.
Listen to this, like... This is the first thing I recorded on GarageBand ever.
I love that, dude. I know the instruments you're using, too. Is that one like Japanese slide guitar thing or something?
Well, they have this little like turntable thing where you can like make it like back up and repeat, and like I don't know how to use it. I was just kind of checking.
You ever play with TikTok at all?
He's not a 14-year-old girl. It's just like young people, and I'm
Well,
like,
the community is, but I'm talking the program. It's like it's a hammer, and a bunch of people are using it to do this.
Right.
Don't mean you can't hit some nails with it. And I think what's going on with fucking TikTok is it's got the best filters on it, and it's also got a thing to where, well, you're playing a video, you can cut it by the timing based upon the music you want to put around it. I like that because the way that it's very intuitive. That's what I like about it. Like my younger daughters are playing with it, and they were doing the dancing step, blah blah blah, which was interesting too to see them actually learn dances.
Right.
A lot of it's hand dances though. It's like
Here's a song I
hand jive. What is it? The 50s?
Hey! Oh! And it's a special guest tonight.
Mr. Shawn Zellars is walking up.
First time attorney, yes.
We don't care about no COVID.
This isn't Zellars Custom Studios and professional. But what we do have is this WBTV microphone here, so we can pick you up. Very easy.
It's just a simple kind of like percussive guitar is what they call it, like because you can like beat on the guitar at the same time and make drum sounds.
I saw a guy once who had like 6 different capos, all cut to varying lengths to cover different amounts of strings.
Oh wow, that's cool. It's like several hands on the guitar.
Yeah, he could like capo on the 3rd and the 8th and shit.
Have you seen the one where you can select each string?
I invented that like 8 years ago. I made a little capo like where I cut notches out of it to like make it so it only held down specific strings. And then now they got these ones where they just have little fingers that stretch out and you can place wherever you want, and it just...
One I seen was like cams, like it rolled onto each string.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I invented the pencil rubber band capo when I was 13.
Right?
Did you do that on your cigar box?
I did that, yeah.
My piece of shit Lotus.
You did a pizza box guitar?
Yeah, pizza shit.
Pizza shit!
We've all been there, fighting with those fickle faucets. Uh-oh. Oh, and battling with those bothersome bottles. Oops. Well, water, who needs it? It's old, it's antiquated, and fish crap in it. Get it out of here. What we need, my friends, is ice cold beer. Yes, ice cold beer, cool and refreshing. Goes down easy on those hot summer days and hot summer nights. Even in the winter too, if you feel like it. So are you gonna sit there like a doofus drinking fish shit and doing algebra? Or are you gonna drink some cold beer and get laid? That's right, beer gets you laid. It's in the books, look it up. Ice cold beer, available now at all major and minor retailers. Call now.
Order now, ice cold beer, 1-800-BEER, yes, operators are standing by, $19.95 with $6.95 shipping and handling.
$80, my first acoustic.
Hey, well, before we get anywhere else, I'm glad you guys are here because
you play music?
He's a sound engineer.
Yeah, really? My buddy Shawn.
This is like the man that tests it out, knows what it should sound like, the dynamics, so on and so forth. He's
definitely use your help with.
He's got a sound boner, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Me and Shawn started our first band together when we were 13.
What was the name of that band?
Psionics.
That's a great name. Where'd that come from?
Buddy thought of it
Yeah.
and gave it to us.
I think they all picked vowels and they just kind of put them together.
Oh,
I
really?
think that's what they actually did.
I think so.
They each picked like 2 vowels, put them
And
together.
then put an S on it and an X.
I like that name, actually. Psionics.
It was pretty cool. I
If
mean,
that's not a metal sounding
we
band
were
name, I don't know
Psionics
this.
for what, like 2 years?
Yeah, and then that stint is when Noise and Psionics broke up and came together, like me, you, and Brent.
We were Guy Lamore.
Yeah.
Guy Lamore?
Guy Lamore.
Yep.
God damn. Was that like a folk rock?
Yeah, it was just
kind of
us.
progressive rock.
Progressive rock, indie
Nice.
garage rock.
Where did you guys play?
In Brent's mom's garage, where he still plays.
Actually, we played the high school auditorium.
We did play there twice.
Yeah. Brent's
In
mom.
high school, man.
High school auditoriums are the shit, though. If you get a chance to play a show at a high school auditorium, that is state of the art.
Well, we did it after
100%
hours.
sound.
Yeah, our friend's
actually got
mom
to
was the
use the old
janitor.
school.
She was
Yeah.
the head custodian,
Damn.
so she got us the whole auditorium one night.
That's amazing.
On a
dude,
weekend.
Because that's
We
made
had
for like, what, 800 people?
Yeah, we had Scott Stauffer run sound, so
He was pretty
we actually
good.
had the whole.
Yeah, we had the whole
shebang
shootout,
going.
lights,
Dude,
everything.
lights,
I love playing in an auditorium. You cannot beat it.
Yeah, Alvin was doing lights and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the fact that it's that's as much as show up and play as you can get.
I fell off the drum riser that night because I tried to do like a rock jump off this drum riser, but I was much heavier then.
Than you are now?
I was fat as fuck in high school.
Really?
Weren't you in
Less
the Santa
stout.
suit?
I'm sorry?
Weren't you in the Santa suit?
No. Did I wear a Santa suit? Not at that
That or you were
point.
in the preacher suit.
I did dress as I was Reverend Bill
Oh,
Schaefer.
dude.
I opened that show. I was a character, Reverend Bill Schaefer of the 14th Street Baptist Church.
Reverend Bill Shape.
And he was just a soft-spoken talker.
Do the voice, damn it.
I ain't done it in 20 years.
Come on.
I'd like to welcome y'all this evening to the 14th Street Baptist Church. I'm Reverend Bill Schaefer, and you're all going to hell.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, this is good.
So that was good times.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, did you borrow the name from Emily's?
Who?
Did you borrow the name from Emily Schaefer then? Or you just kind of come up with it?
Oh, it popped in my head one day.
Just thought about that one day.
Just like Vinnie Carlucci.
Yeah.
Vinnie
all them other
Vinnie
ones.
Carlucci.
He was my Italian mobster.
Oh shit, dude.
I'm gonna shoot you, straight in the kneecaps.
Shoot you in the kneecaps.
But my voice was much higher then, because that was like 12.
Okay.
Because, you know, puberty.
I only have one alias. The police know me as the Raging Cajun because I was very drunk one night getting DUI, and they asked me for an alias, and for some reason I said the Raging Cajun. I don't know why. Like it was like if you ever saw like Ron White, he had a special where he was
Tater
talking
salad?
about tater salad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I think that's what hit me in my head because I'd seen that recently, and it was like 2 years later I got another DUI, and like they're like, are you Corey the Raging Cajun Vandegriff? I'm like, yes, that's me. Yes,
I don't care
me.
how much punishment comes from this. That
Like
was
why
worth
the
it.
like yeah.
Do me a favor, put that in the paper.
I wish they would have asked me that when I got arrested. Man.
They've only asked me that one time. I
never
get
asked
arrested
that.
too often.
I was withheld from my rights, goddammit.
I got a little fuzzy right above your head. Oh, can't get it. Can't. Okay, I did. There's a fuzzy little. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's a cottonwood seed floating around.
Oh, there it goes. It's like a little.
I
angel.
get one of those up my nose every season.
I'd bike into like
What a dick
mass
move.
amounts of them. Like
Right?
where I live like near Beech Grove, and like there's this one.
The tree's looking at Harley like, I'm inside you.
Whereabouts Beach Grove you hang out?
Well, it's not really Beech Grove. It's like
Not far from your old
Troy
house.
and Keystone. So it's
I used
like
to live right off of
Yeah, it was-
Keystone and Walker.
yeah. No, yeah, that's right where I live.
Literally
Yeah.
before I got to your place,
Yeah.
I'm scooping around. picking them up.
I'm a block away from Walker and Keystone.
Oh wow, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I hung out there 10 years.
Good little spot.
decent
We
little
got
spot.
a lot of bullet holes in our house.
It's a good place to murder somebody across in the way in that golf course.
Bean Creek, throw them in there.
Sarah Shank, get it.
Sir Shanks a lot.
Yeah.
He sure had a hell of a back nine, am I right?
His front nine was no better.
Hey! Oh, hey! All right.
Hey, Harlow Santana here. Just stopped in here. They got books. Oh, hey, Harlow Santana here. Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. You know, I just ate at Arby's, and it was pretty good.
So we're here tonight with Shawn Zellars and Corey Vandegriff. This is good. This is great.
I like the freestyle. like how it's going.
I mean,
Dude, this is Dudes, Tunes, and Brews,
all Dudes,
man.
Tunes, and Brews is some cold beers, a camera, and our voices.
Yeah,
dude. I had beginning of last year, I had meningitis real bad, and
ooh, that sounds sexy.
I was in and out of the hospital for months and months, and then they put me on steroids, and like my voice got higher, and so like I recorded a few things when I was doing that, and I recorded this little thing, like I played like a little basic keyboard progression, and then I just kind of freestyled something, and I liked the way the lyrics came out, so I wrote
this is
some.
very this is the one I liked a lot.
I just freestyled lyrics and then I added some harmony behind it. So. I had this little garage band effect, this little zippy thing.
So they have a really good. He's recording this all on garage band.
It works so well, like for just simple stuff, just getting your ideas. My voice is just kind of usually flat, but I'm starting to learn how to fix that. But when I had meningitis, it got real high, and there's a few things that I recorded that I really liked, like cover songs and stuff.
What's your favorite cover?
My dad's favorite cover that I do is "Fake Plastic Trees" by Radiohead.
Oh, I can see that. Acoustic or which was on the Clueless soundtrack? Was it acoustic? Clueless soundtrack is fucking great.
I was clueless to that before you told me.
I'm just a metalhead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You like all kinds of music, I'm sure.
I do
Strictly metal.
Yeah, pretty much for the most part.
I know it's not really metal or whatever, but like, you ever heard the band Glassjaw?
Yeah.
Glassjaw, yeah, dude. Glassjaw rules.
I do a cover of Glassjaw, but it's a mashup of Led Zeppelin's "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You." It's the same chord progression as Glassjaw's "Ape Das Mill," and it blends perfectly.
It's also the same chord progression as 25 or 6 to 4.
Yeah,
What?
and my guitar gently weeps.
Best live band I've ever seen, hands down, Chicago.
Chicago is underrated.
Suck at guitar.
Nah, you got your own thing. I mean,
Hands down, the very best band I've ever seen live that I would freak out to go see again is Chicago.
Speaking of snacks, I just got this giant Tupperware full of cookies.
Thanks, Brenda from French Lick.
Hey, that's kind of ironic, because the last time I had you on my show on YouTube, we had cookies.
Were you guys doing the Zellars Studios reviews?
Oh, it smells heavenly.
That was the artist
Take
review.
a nose full of that.
I gotta say, the camera work on that episode
I
is
don't
very
really
good.
normally like cookies.
When they show up like this, you do. Oh my god. We're gonna give one off the screen to Brenda from French
Who
Lick.
the hell are you?
Am I the only one that ate it in one bite?
Yes.
I know we had a crew.
Mine was
here.
too big.
Oh, dude.
Can I have another beer?
We have a Patreon now, bro.
Hey,
Oh, yeah?
So-
I do too. Nobody's ever signed on to it.
speaking of thirsty,
What are we gonna do? Are we going with that? What about these campfire beers?
those are warm now. I want a cold beer.
All right, he's right.
So we got the the genuine drafts, and we got the apple ciders.
I'm gonna go MGD.
Okay.
I'm excited about the cider in a little bit. I've already had dessert.
Oh yeah.
What do you want, bro?
MGD too.
Miller Genuine Draft. When you can't have a Miller High Life and you're comparing
I gotta say, it took us 2 years to finally get an iced down cooler full of beers for the show.
That's been the same cooler you've been using forever, but you always put little hugs in it.
Yes, so?
I'm not mad. I'm just saying you keep paying like first time. First
the
time you
show.
cleared it out.
For the show. I don't
For
know.
the show.
They use butter. Like,
And you know the
butter.
salt comes out right at the end of the sweet. Yeah. Sweet,
Those are
salty is
No, my lady brought those home from her family's cookout thing. Good lord. Good lord.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is when you drag an instrument microphone in front of the main PA speakers, feedback city.
Yep.
Feedback
all I
City
can do
would be
is
an
just-
awesome name for a band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
There's a lot of good names for bands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's like, oh, that's not my band name. That's my album name. I love that too.
Bermudia Rhombus and the Aquanazis. That's a good name for a band.
Yikes.
My favorite my favorite that I've come up with lately is Thumb Buffer.
Oh, nice. Oh man, that's great. I don't know.
Or Wood Chunks.
Wood Chunks.
Wood Chunks.
There's a really movie I like. It's called At the World's End with Simon Pegg. And
I love that freaking movie.
They
dude.
come up with a few different band names, and that's what that one is from. I think it's something like that.
I love it. It's like,
yeah.
Have you seen The World's End? It's Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yeah, they like go around like their old hometown.
Like 12 bars.
12
they gotta
bars,
go through.
like a
Yeah.
pub crawl.
It's like it ends up being
they
like
have
an
to
Aliens
drink a beer
movie.
at every single bar.
I've seen it like
and
once.
yeah,
That's the only time I only saw it once, but it's very hot fuzz in the way of like you're watching half of it, you think it's this movie, and then it's not. It's a completely different.
it's great.
You still need to watch. Freaking Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I'm trying so hard to get you to watch that because,
movie.
and the reason why, on an editing level, somebody pointed out the thing is about what's the director's name? I always forget his name.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. The way that she does those movies is she
Emmy.
the way that it flows with the sound into the next scene.
Okay.
You would appreciate that too. How it goes from when you're watching this, and then all of a sudden the next.
Got it.
Thank you so much. Once it goes,
kind of picked this already.
Oh, you. When it goes to the next scene,
There's a blood splatter.
it's already going to the next part. Like this next scene starts, the sound's already here, and the way that it does it is very like fluid with the way that the movie. Edgar Winter Group. Yeah,
the guy who did Frankenstein.
It's Edgar Winter that does it, dude.
Rory Culkin in that movie too, like
yeah,
just shows up out of nowhere.
Steve Zimmerman.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs is in it. Eddie Furlong.
Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah. Michelle Trachtenberg. Freaking.
I dig that movie.
Gutenberg is in it. Did we already say that already?
I haven't watched any movies lately. I've never been a movie guy. I know Shawn. He's definitely a movie guy. Yeah. You are a movie guy.
I can talk all day in movie quotes.
I can do some, but not all. Like I just can't bring myself to sit for an extended period of time just to watch a movie.
Depends on the movie, though. Like I do and don't watch a lot.
Not always necessary to talk that way. Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? No, but it's sterile and I like the taste. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Shoot yourself, pussy.
Is that Rip Torn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he was really good in Freddy Got Fingered as well.
Oh my God, that movie.
He was great.
The boy said, "Fuck you, Dad."
He was great in Men in Black.
Fuck me.
Men in Black.
Oh yeah, that was where I first found out about Rip Torn.
And you know who was great in Men at Work? Emilio Estevez.
Oh, dude, Men at Work. Are we really talking? We're not talking about the
going
band?
back.
Watch out! You got a little guy passing out cookies.
On the
I'm okay.
scene,
I just had a cookie.
man.
Thank you,
Dude, thank you.
I'll take it. Whatever. Thanks, man. All right.
Little dude on the scene.
That was
Here
our cookie boy.
At DTB, you are going to get a cookie.
That's a frosted sugar cookie.
You're the man now, dog.
It's fluffy, but it's not like cotton candy.
Sean Connery reference.
Now,
have you ever seen the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah,
I have
like
not.
That. It's all right.
I guess it's the same comic book writer that did Watchmen.
Have you seen the HBO series Watchmen? They have
Is it good?
HBO has a series called Watchmen based off of that movie, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, the Watchmen sequel, basically. Is
it's a series like on HBO, and it's
I guess so. What's funny about that is Watchmen was two guys that did it, that did the graphic novel, and they were like, no, about doing a sequel to it, and eventually they split, and one of them's like, sure, and then so HBO got a hold of it, and the other guy's like, I don't like it. You know what I mean?
If you watch the HBO Watchmen series, just be prepared for Dr. Manhattan's constant naked big black blue dick. It's like
that pretty much the movie.
It shows up in like every fucking scene. It's funny, you know what I mean? You know.
Yeah, sure. A big
whatever.
You know.
I don't think dicks are funny.
When I think of BBC, I think of big blue.
I don't think dicks are funny.
Depends what they look like.
There's some funny ones out there.
Uncircumcised dicks are fucking hilarious.
The cookie tastes like Lucky Charms. Completely off topic.
Hey, anything to get off the dick topic, man. You know.
I mean, the other day, one of my daughters ate all the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms. And my other daughter says, I'm not going to eat that. It's all the browns.
Yeah.
What?
Very racist, but
all
I
the
see where
brown
she's coming
cereal,
from.
you know, and I'm like, this is bullshit, but she's right. Because have you ever tried to eat Lucky Charms without the marshmallows?
It's King Vitamin.
It's King Vitamin, bro.
Nobody's buying a box of Lucky Charms that says only browns.
Yeah,
no one's
just the
buying
brown
that.
cereal.
You can buy a bag of only marshmallows.
Yeah.
At fucking Big Lots.
Like a 5-pound bag of it for like $12.
It's like 44 ounces.
Oh, dude, what are you gonna do with that?
What is the name of the
Put
cereal?
it in with your
Sugar
Browns.
High. That's the name of the cereal.
Duh.
I'm gonna add the marshmallows to my Browns.
Duh.
There's a new trend circling around. I thought that the cookie cereal was like an old thing. You know what I mean? Like they had the cookie cereal.
Oh no, there's been
Now people are actually making cereal out of small cookies.
Like legitimate cookies?
Legitimate, like miniature cookies, like baked in the oven, and they're just pouring. Just like that's America.
Why is
This
there not a
America.
graham cracker cereal? That's all I'm
It's
saying.
like they're eating a Baconator
I guess
as
it's
well.
gold grams,
at
but
the
it's
same
not
time.
gold. It's not just a regular
I like
ass graham cracker broken up into
Because that'd be
pieces.
boring as shit. Just buy a box of Honey Maid.
I think it would just turn into paste.
If you don't eat it quick enough. Yeah,
Did you
it's like
know- have you
a
ever
race
looked up-
against.
Have you ever looked up the origin of graham crackers?
No.
Henry Kellogg, I believe, was his name. He was a staunch religious guy. I want to say
he was a cultist.
So, yeah, basically. But he created graham crackers as a way to basically
curb masturbation.
Curb masturbation.
That's
Have you
cornflakes.
ever seen?
No, graham crackers too.
Has anyone ever seen?
It was boring food to help you
seen
live
the movie?
a boring, bland life.
Was it the road
keep
to,
you away from sex
Goldville
and
or the road to Wellville?
I don't know how that correlates.
There's a really good.
It was the 1900s.
I've never been sitting around going, dude, I want to fuck something. I'm just gonna eat some crack.
No. You guys
when
have.
they told you got ghost in your blood, so do some cocaine about it.
Here's the deal. There's
Some cocaine about it.
There's a movie that came out like 1991. It's called The Road to Wellville. Kellogg is played by Anthony Hopkins, and then there's got freaking John Cusack, Dana Carvey in it, and it's basically talking about how he was a freak show. He had
Sounds like a great movie.
He had this deal in Kellogg, Cereal City in Battle Creek, where he had people come. They would get like coffee enemas. They would do these like weird like exercise routines.
Yeah.
If they were like sexual, they would be putting these like electric baths and shit. It's a really fucking awesome movie if you get a chance
And
to watch
we
it.
glorify his cereals for our breakfast for our children's.
I do like Frosted Flakes.
We need to get on Walmart's Twitter and tell them to ban that shit because of the.
Well, you think actually, yeah, Kellogg was a. But what the funniest thing is, funny in terms of irony, is he died of a heart attack like before he was like in his mid-50s. He was like the super health nut.
So his food was shit.
He just
should have been eating Cheerios, motherfucker.
should have been eating Cheerios. You know what I'm saying? You
General
know who
Mills
had
had
that
the
shit?
secret.
General Mills was up because he was an actual general. Kellogg wasn't even a doctor. He was like the
know
Mr.
so much about cereal
because of that movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Anthony Hopkins plays Kellogg. It's really interesting. It's
Who
great.
plays the general?
They don't talk about General Mills,
No.
but
It's not his movie.
John Cusack is this guy trying
He's
to
still
come,
waiting.
He's
The
trying to
time's
come-
not right yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Too soon.
John Cusack's trying to come up with a competitive cornflakes, and every version they try tastes like shit.
Of course, the cornflakes are terrible.
Back then, though, dude, that was a big deal. Think of like the early 1900s. Early
Cornflakes
20th
is only
century.
good for bread and chicken.
And meatloaf.
Fried ice cream.
Huh?
That's how Chi-Chi's
Yeah,
good.
fucking.
You all have good points.
Yeah, in reality, if you have like depression food, you can make some bomb ass shit, dude, with a little bit of butter and salt.
Peas porridge
a little
hot.
sugar.
In transition,
Peas porridge called?
about John Cusack, have you seen the movie that he did about the life of Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys?
No, I heard it was great.
Fantastic movie.
I think John Cusack is weird because he's one of those guys he's kind of like Nick Cage, to where he seems like he's a one-trick pony. But really, the dude's got chops. He just isn't put in those fucking movies.
I feel like Nick Cage is in a league of his own. Like he can make he'll put out 7 movies a year, and only one of them will.
Well, here's the thing, though, is both of them have been put into, I can't think of the director's name. You're a movie guy. You may or may not remember. It's the guy that did Being John Malkovich, and he's also the one that did Adaptation.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
But those are both, Being John Malkovich has John
Yeah.
Cusack in it. His acting in that is fucking stupid good. And the same with Cameron Diaz. She's good in that. She plays like a mousy brown, like less than pretty type in that. The movie is fucking phenomenal. Adaptation, same deal. Nick Cage plays 2 characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both fucking great. Like, he's the same guy that wrote Eternal Sunshine. He's done so much shit to where when he's made like 8 he's made like 6 to 8 movies. Every movie he does is like golden as fuck every time it comes out. But it's interesting because John Cusack and Nick Cage, like I said, are both of those actors that I think are like one-trick ponies, but he basically made them work out well with what the fuck they were doing. They were really well in those movies.
I was like Face Off.
Face Off was great.
That's
yeah,
fucking great.
John Travolta was good.
Michael
in that too.
Gondry, is it?
But both of them going back and
Says
forth.
Eternal Sunshine director.
That's the director. The writer of it
Oh, the
was
writer, okay.
because he does stuff with Spike Jonze a lot too.
Yeah.
The same director.
If you get a chance, though, the movie I was talking about, John Cusack, it's called Love and Mercy. It's about Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, how he wrote pretty much everything the Beach Boys did, and all of his brothers would help do all the harmonies and everything. But like how he just had this crazy thing going on with his brain where he could hear everything in his head, and he was on all these pills, and his lawyer was also like pretty much in charge. It kind of tricked him into like being in charge of all of his music too, and it's a really sad story until it gets to the end. But Brian Wilson was just huge genius. I mean, like,
well, he took a lot of acid. They said that
yeah,
caused
composer. Like he composed everything, every instrument, every horn, every string instrument, every single thing.
Pet Sounds was one of those albums that was like, back to what I was saying about engineers with the artists. You got so much room to breathe in the way that the Beach Boys knew exactly how much room there was to breathe. It was like an engineer's fucking wet dream.
It's so desperate. You're like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to know your threshold, and they did, and they knew exactly how to push it right there to keep it under, but keep it within the realm and fill the whole area.
I don't know, man. I mostly mix metal. Those guys push the limits of everything.
But you got to know how to keep it in with the confines. But there's a difference in and keeping it into that zone, you know?
Yeah.
I'll go with cider.
I'll give you the one that's been buried in the ice the longest. That'll be refreshing.
By the way, I brought the telly since you're never going to come over to check it out.
Oh shit! Did you want to try one of these ciders?
No, Shawn don't drink.
Oh, okay. Right
Thank
on.
you, though.
Yeah.
He's what do they call that? Straight edge.
Fucking boring.
He's all about Jesus and.
No. Let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
Let's not talk politics or religion.
Right.
Good-
we keep
good
that
choice.
out of this platform. Man, it's
becomes a whole different show after that.
Right. It is a Friday night though, and we're I'm getting drunk. I don't. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a day. I had a week. So it's payday. I came to a little extra cash today. That's why I splurged and got the MGDs.
Hell yeah.
$13.99 a 12-pack. Only the best for my friends.
Come a long way since
Ah.
Natty Ice.
Actually, I found it. Thank you, sir. Fucking Frohmann had it.
Of course.
Son of a bitch. I don't care how old your butthole's a funny word.
It is.
It is. Every once in a while, I'll say "bing hole" for some reason. I don't know why. It just sounds silly.
Remember when you're like 6 and butthole was like the best insult you could do to anybody?
I know your son definitely likes
Hey, you
it.
butthole!
Yeah.
And then butt wipe came out.
Beavis and Butthead.
We all said butt wipe.
Fart knocker. That was a good one.
Fart knocker.
My favorite old phrase from kids, growing up in the 90s was, "Oh, right in the nards."
Nards. Yeah.
And then nards became nads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then no one says
No, we
nards
stuck
and
with
nads
Nards because of
anymore.
Menards. You can never hear that song
Oh,
without
yeah.
thinking of that.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Always takes me back to 1994.
Yeah.
I referred to breasts as knockers recently, and this woman was like, "Seriously? Like that? Do people still say that?" I'm like, I guess. I don't know. It just fucking came to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Grinder,
what else are you supposed to call them?
Knock them around.
Booskies?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew what she was going.
I don't know, man. I just party too hard sometimes, man. Like, straight out of the womb, man. I couldn't suck on my mom's titties. I had to fucking motorboat them, and you know what I mean. I fucking
Just get to work, you know what I mean? Like,
party
all right,
too hard.
No, I was a fan of Tiggo Bitties.
Take old biddies.
Yeah.
This show is taking a drastic turn.
Yes.
I think we are too many hours and too many beers into this show right now.
About talking about tickle buddies? The TOBs.
We're crossing some lines here on DTB that we don't usually cross.
No, we usually keep it clean.
Clean enough.
Just keep the soap on them. That's all I'm saying.
So that Shawn asshole showed up.
Yeah, Shawn shows up. You know what? Shawn used to have a beard below his tickle bitties, and now they're just above. You know, if you had like that pretty mermaid hair, they just right there on top. Not even covered.
I like to do. When I take my shirt off, I like to take my hair and cover up my man boob.
I will text them to you. We got a little guy here that's wanting to play Minecraft with my kids. Minecraft is very popular. The first time I saw Minecraft, I'm like, what is this 8-bit wannabe crap? And then I played Minecraft, and I'm like, holy crap.
And there goes a week.
This is the most amazingly open-ended thing I've ever touched in my life.
I didn't get it at first, then I played it for like a week, and I was like, I get it now.
Wow. And I was also killed by zombies.
And I killed creepers. I killed a cow.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a really cool game.
I have not yet played it.
It's so...
You're not missing nothing.
Yeah, but you're missing everything.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Leave me out of this.
You don't need to know about the Nether. You don't even know.
Don't. No. She's a noob. Quiet.
She's a noob. Bro. Teenage kids and adults that are ruining it.
Right.
So every couple of weeks, you hear like news stories like, don't let your kids play Roblox because some weirdos, and they're like, man, screw that, man. This game rules.
Weirdos ruin everything.
Yeah, they ruin poker almost.
Poker?
Poker is the simplest game ever, but you know it's like you got Dead Man's Hand and all that shit.
I like some Hold'em.
I like Hold'em.
Hold'em's genius. Whoever came up with Hold'em was a genius, dude.
I played euchre for the first time recently, and
did you figure it out? I don't get it.
It took a while. Well, not only that, so I was playing with my roommate's mom and her deaf sister, and I was trying to buck up on my sign language. You know, trying to because I worked at Meijer in the meat and seafood department, and we had all these people come in that were like from this shipped company that they would just come in and get food for people.
The grocery shop for people.
Yeah, and a lot of them are deaf, so I tried to learn a little bit. Like I spent a bunch of time in my off hours trying to learn sign, and I forgot all of it within 6 months. I
believe it. It's probably something like keeping your chops up.
Yeah.
My sister, she has 3 degrees in sign language. She's really, really.
I actually kind of like it. It's kind of fun when you get into it.
Well, I've seen some people sign, and it's a few people I've known are very good at they're very energetic with it and stuff. It's almost like watching an act.
Yeah.
You know.
Bill Burr has a stand-up bit where he doesn't know sign, but he has this whole thing for 10 minutes. He's doing his pretend sign, and every little thing he does, you can turn the sound off and know what he's saying, even though he's not doing sign.
Oh, that's great. That's huge.
It's beautiful.
We are out of light.
Yep.
This thing ain't doing nothing.
All right. Well, you know what? This is the longest we've done this.
This is the longest episode of DTB ever.
So we're gonna, thanks for joining us tonight on Dudes,
Tunes,
and Brews.
Josh and Harlos, yeah, they're the dudes, and they're worth your follows. So go ahead and subscribe to